Heavy hitter here once again for WallStreetFatCats. This is January the 21st, 2010. You're looking at FCX, Freeport McNamara on the 1 minute chart. If you guys haven't already, go look at pot. I did pot in two videos. I did a couple of trades on that one, and I started talking about it. So I had to do two parts. Okay, here at Freeport McNamara, I went in a short at a 10:15, which is this red candle right here. Reason I went in this short, I got filled at $80 even, 500 shares. Reason I went in this short, it couldn't break the 20 right here, and then as you can see this bottom from here, here, and here. Once it broke that, I knew it was gonna be an awesome short, so I went ahead and I took the short. And this one, on this one, I figured it was gonna be a great short, and sure enough, it was. But on this one, I set my stops in too tight, which I'm kind of glad it happened. That way I can talk about it right here. On this one, I saw this little shadow tail right here, and I figured this one was gonna pop it up, and sure enough, it did. I should have put my stop at break even. If I would have put my stop in at break even, which was right here, I wouldn't have got stopped out, and I probably could have gotten all this nice drop on a Freeport. But I put my stop in. I ended up getting stopped out on this green one right here at a 79.70, and I got stopped out for plus 30 cents on that one. So I guess it wasn't that bad. I just wish I could have gotten a little more. I figured this Freeport was gonna come down a lot, but I put my stops in too tight. So that's what happens when you put your stops in too tight. I should have at least put it to break even, or if it broke back above the 20 for another trend to go up. So yeah, so I'm glad I had a chance to talk about that. Next trade that I did on Freeport was at 11:01. That's this green one right here. On this one, I took a long. I went long at a 77 and 95 cents. Um, on this one, it broke. I've had a feeling that I was gonna break out once I saw this little V shape forming. It broke out on this candle, but this candle brought it back in. And once it brought it back in, I was like, man, I gotta put in my stop. But I was still hoping for this thing to come back. But sure enough, it didn't. I ended up getting stopped out at 11:06 at $77.65. 11:06 is this red candle right here. So and then when I got minus 30, and those are the only two minus 30 cents. So those were the only two trades that I did on Freeport. I ended up just getting out for break even on Freeport. So the 30 cents that I made earlier, I ended up losing it. Um, this is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has some awesome moves. Ticker symbol GS on the 1 minute chart. First trade I did was at 11:35. Let's see here. That's this red candle right here. This one was awesome. CNBC, I had it because somebody was telling me that Obama was going to start talking about banks. So I put it on CNBC, and they came out with a statement early. And that's what caused this big drop right here. And then once Obama started talking, the drop came in. I mean, this thing was just awesome. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Didn't know which way he was gonna go. So on this one, it came down, and I ended up taking a long on this red candle. I got filled at 161.50 for a long 500 shares. It came down, and then on this one's when it brought it back up. I felt really I got a little scared on this one, but on this one I got real happy once it started coming back up. I ended up getting out at 5 minutes earlier at 11:40. 11:40 is this red one right here, just in time too. I saw that it started. You can see the long candles right here, and it starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So I figured that it was gonna start to come down. I just had that feeling that I was gonna do that. So on this red one right here, I ended up getting out um, at a 162.20 for a plus 70 cents on that one. So that one was pretty good. Alright, so then once I saw that happening, I had that feeling. I mean, the news was just awesome, and the moves were fantastic on Goldman Sachs. So on this long one right here, right away, right when I got out of that long, I ended up getting into a short. I got filled at a 161.76. Just right right at the top of it. I mean, just right away, I ended up getting in 500 shares, and this one was just awesome. This huge drop, and it did it pretty quick. Once it broke this low, it had another huge drop. I mean, right there, it was just a fantastic trade, you know. Um, I ended up getting out just 2 minutes earlier. I got out on this red one right here. It had another huge drop and then retraced back, and I just kept putting in my stop, and I ended up getting stopped out at 158.76 for 3 points. Um, I mean, this one was awesome. It came down all the way right. This one it came down to about 158 even and didn't break it. So once I saw all that action, I just went ahead and put my stops in for 3 points. That was an awesome trade on Goldman. It was a fantastic one. Um, so so on that one, I mean, just the news was just the whole thing that moved it. Um, and that I don't think if the news wasn't out, this move wouldn't have happened. Next trade that I did on Goldman Sachs was at 11:52. This is the on this green one right here. I ended up taking a long. I went long at a 150 159.50 um which is about right here. Um I took it long, broke the 20, and then I thought that I was gonna keep going up and keep going up. Once it broke the 20, I should have got stopped out, but I figured I already made 70 cents on the first Goldman Sachs, so I figured why not just leave the 70 cents. I'll just lose that trade, and that was my stop. So I ended up getting stopped out for those 70 cents. I got stopped out at a 12:01, which is this red one right here. I got stopped out at a 158.80. Um, so yeah, so I figured that's gonna be my stop loss on it. I should have just put it up here once I saw that it broke the 20 back down again, but I figured why not give it a little wiggle room. I already made those 3 points, so 70 cents wasn't gonna affect me. Um, so not bad. So on FCX, I didn't make any money, just minus the commission. Goldman Sachs on those three trades, I made those 3 points. So on that one, I ended up 500 shares. I made $1,500 on Goldman Sachs. So that was pretty. That was it was all in all it was a good day. In Goldman Sachs, I made $1,500, and on pot I made $1,725. So it was an awesome day today. Yeah. All right, guys. This is a heavy hitter for Wall Street Fat Cats.